welcome to the channel. It's a beautiful Sunday in October, so I thought I'd bring the bike down to the boat today. Enjoy the journey. Welcome back. So I bought the bike today, as you saw. Two reasons for that really. The first one is that we've had a lot of rain in the area, which a lot of people probably aren't that happy about, but for us canal lovers, the Monmouthshire and Brecon Canal can be quite shallow in places, and a lot of the boats were getting grounded when they were up and down the canal. So for canal users it's great news. The second reason is that where I'm moored, I've got a little bit of like a field that I park on, and I was just worried that if it was too wet I might have trouble getting out, because I've not got a particularly powerful car. So I thought if I bring the bike, at least if it's you know, really wet, then I can push it out. So I went to the shop on the way. Oh, and the bike's just fallen down. I went to the shop on the way. I got myself some new drill bits. As you saw, I had trouble getting through the unit earlier, and I think that may be because my drill bit was blunt, but also I had it on screwdriver mode, so that didn't help. I also got some narrow screws. The reason I got them was because when I put the trim on, the trim is quite shallow and the chipboard is only about 3 or 5 mil thick, so I needed something that would hold them in place. I could just glue them, but I wanted that extra security to know that they weren't going to come off. I also bought a kneeling pad. I don't know what I've done, but I've done something to my knee. I promised myself that I wouldn't mention health anymore, because I started to sound like a moaning mini, always going on about heart attacks and health issues, and I was sounding a bit like a hypochondriac. But anyway, I bought that because, yeah, my knee's playing up. That's the end of health issues. I'm not going to mention it again for the rest of the video. And the last thing I bought was some safety glasses or goggles. As you saw in the last one, I had to use protective sunglasses, which they did the job. You know, the video was just a bit of fun, but I got the proper ones because I will be sanding later on, and to have enclosed eyewear is probably a better idea. And you know how much I take health and safety seriously. if you remember, but I made a little bit of an error in the measurements on this, so I had quite a bit of this showing, which wasn't covered by the trim. So what I've done is I've moved it over a little bit, so I've got that gap there which I know about, and the trim just about covers the old unit, which is good. The same on here. So that's alright, as long as the screws don't stick out too far. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be good. It's all good in the hood. So that's the one side done. I'm just going to carry on and do the cupboard entry on the right hand side, exactly the same again. Take the corners out, but I won't record it because well, you've seen what I'm doing, haven't you? And then I'm going to have a cup of coffee. So I've then got a proper countersinker, so hopefully this will do a better job. Oh, it does a proper job. A clear and into the countersink, so yeah, they're all looking good. So that's that done. I can now think about possibly start sanding the unit, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that, because obviously being on a boat, it's only 12 volt electric and I don't have shoreline, and my sander is not cordless because I ain't posh like that. Bloody thing. So now I've come to sunk all the holes, next step is I'll try and get this sanded down, or at least get the first bit of sanding done. So I'm going to be using my Black & Decker mouse. Now obviously, as I said, there's no shoreline power here, and I don't have an inverter to give me 220 or 240 volt electric. So what I'm doing is I'm using my my power pack, which goes up to 200 watts. So the reason I'm using the mouse is because it's only 50 watts or 100 watts, so it's well within the range. So I've not used it before, so let's see what this bad boy does. Let's get suited and booted. Oh, let's move the coffee, we don't want any sawdust in that, do we? Alright, there we go. So this power pack, I've used it quite a bit. I bought it primarily for powering my cooler box when I was camping. So, but I mean, it'll power anything up to 200 watt. So it's ideal for a 50 watt sander. So I charge, what do I charge on it? I charge my mobile phone, USB lights, you know, that type of thing. So it's not the most powerful. I mean, you can get them to go up to a couple of thousand watts if you want to spend that kind of money, but this one is ideal for what I use it for. Okay, so I'm going to end the video here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a countersinking tool or a bigger drill bit so that I can just hide those screws a little bit more. And then in the next video I'm going to start off with probably clean the unit first, thinking about it. And then I will glue the chipboard to the unit, leave that in place, let that set off for a little while, make sure it's all screwed in place, and then I can think about putting the trims on. If I glue it in place before I put the trim on, then I can just make sure that every area is sanded as it needs to be. I can get everywhere, and then once that's done I can think about putting the trim on for the cupboards, and then building the doors, and then from there it'll just be a case of painting it. I might even paint it before I do the doors, but we'll see which order it comes in anyway. Alright, hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a like, tell all your mates that are into this kind of thing about, and leave a comment, and I will catch you in the next video. You take care, bye now.